I am Adanna Austin. I am your business coach and consultant, and I work with entrepreneurs like yourself to get very clear on your goals, identify your ideal clients, and develop those strategies to grow your business. So that's what I do in a nutshell. And I always want to come on and share tips and tools and advice with you about how you grow your business and things that you need to take into consideration as you're growing your business, right? Because we know that it's not a one size fits all, but the thing that all of us need, no matter what, is a strategy. It doesn't matter what type of business that you're in, you need a strategy. You need to have an understanding of what works and what doesn't work, and have a process that you can follow so that you can get the results that you want in your business. So today's conversation is going to be all about your sales funnel, creating a sales funnel for your business. And I know that many of you have heard about a sales funnel before, but you may not be quite sure what a sales funnel is or how to implement a sales funnel. And some of you actually have funnels running in your business, but you are not aware that you have a funnel, and your funnel may be leaking, right? So you're losing clients because your funnel is not fully developed, or you're losing clients because you're not providing the type of value that your clients actually need. So a sales funnel is fed from your marketing. So your marketing and your sales are two different things, right? But your marketing supports your sales and your sales support your marketing. So when you think about a sales funnel for your business, you want to think about what is a journey that I am carrying my audience through when they now get to know about me, which is where your marketing comes in, where they now get to know about me. You've built that awareness because you've been doing videos or running ads or sharing blogs or collaborating with other people. From that awareness stage to that, hi Patricia, that awareness stage straight through to that interest stage, that desire stage, and then that action stage. So your sales funnel is the process that you carry your audience through, and it has to be something that you can literally visualize. So you know that once people land on my Facebook page, they are going to be moved to my email list. From my email list, they're going to be moved to my webinar platform, and there they're going to be moved to my membership site. You want to be able to create in your business, whether it's a product or a service, some really key and specific steps where you are carrying your audience through. And at each stage of your funnel, because a funnel can be described as the top of the funnel, the middle of the funnel, or the bottom of the funnel. At each stage of your funnel, you are supposed to be providing value. You are supposed to be providing value. You are supposed to be inspiring, motivating, and educating your audience at every stage of the funnel, because it's through the value that you are sharing with them, it's how you keep them in your funnel. When you just get them in your funnel because you offer them a discount or a coupon code, or you got them in through an email opt-in or something, and then you don't have any conversation with them, or you stop providing them with the thing that you promised that you were going to provide them, that is how you start to lose people in your funnel. And that's how you are setting up yourself not to get the sales, because you're not providing the value. So at every stage of the funnel, when they now get to know you, when they decide to like your page or follow your page, when they decide to join your email list, when they decide to sign up for your webinar, when they decide to interact with you at every stage, you need to provide value. You need to provide value. And for every business, you want to think to yourself, one of the questions you need to ask yourself as you are setting up your business, as you're launching for Valentine's, as you are, ready to promote your new offering, is what are the steps I am carrying my audience through? And this is why I always say to you as well, when somebody exchanges money with you, when they buy your offering, that is not the end of the relationship. That is the beginning of the relationship. So the question you need to ask yourself and your team is, once somebody buys from me, what else is going to happen? Am I just going to let them walk away and never have to interact with me again? How can I keep them on my radar and make sure that I am always on their radar. So yes, they have bought from me, but what else am I going to do? Because it's just the beginning of the relationship when they do buy, right? The fact that they have bought from you means that they have built some kind of know, like, and trust. They've been referred to you, they've seen your testimonials, they've been following you on social media, they've seen your website, you have done something to encourage them to buy from you, even if it's they were walking through the mall and they never heard of you before, but they saw your kiosk and they bought. What attracted them to your kiosk? Maybe your color scheme, maybe, the things that you have on display, whatever that is, right? You want to always ask yourself, how can I ensure that they come back and buy from me? Right? That is the beginning of the relationship after they have bought from you. So your sales funnel requires that you share value at every stage, right? And that value is through your content. We always talk about content. It always comes back to content, right? Because content is king. It always comes back to your content. What type of content am I sharing with my audience? And what I want to explain to you today is that your sales funnel does not have to be complicated. I'm seeing a lot of people out there teaching about sales funnels, and these funnels are long and drawn out. You can have a 2-step sales funnel, a 3-step sales funnel. It really depends on your business, but your funnel does not have to be very, very, very long at all. Most people start off their funnel by offering something free. This is not something that you have to do, but most people start off their funnels by offering something free. So that could be a free consultation, a free ebook, a free webinar or Zoom training, a free opt-in, an email opt-in or something like that, right? So most people usually start off their funnels like that. And from there, once people opt into whatever it is they promised, right? They deliver the thing that they promised, and then they get them maybe on their email list, which is one of the best ways to get people in your funnel, right? Get them on your email list. So whether they want the coupon or the discount code, whether they're signing up for your webinar, whether they're signing up for that ebook, get them on your email list. Because with the email list, you can continue to send them information intentionally and purposefully on a regular basis. You don't have to send emails every single week, right? But I would suggest that you send emails at least once a week, right? Minimum once a week. You can send more than once a week, and you can segment your audience so that different audiences are receiving different types of emails based on what they signed up for. So you can segment your audience based on that. But you want to guide your audience through a funnel so that they continue to build that relationship with you, and you build in that relationship by the content that you're sharing and the value that you're providing to your audience, right? And that content, as we know, can be videos, that content could be articles and blogs, that content could be memes, jokes, it could be a webinar, whatever it is. You need to make sure that the content is sharing the benefits of working with you. The content is explaining to them why, if they buy your offering, their life is going to be changed, their life is going to be better. You want to make that very clear. Your sales funnel is not just where you are going to be saying, buy from me, buy from me, buy from me. Your sales funnel is not where you go on Canva, you create a pretty picture, and then you post it up on your social media platforms for the next 5 days, the exact same flyer over and over and over. That is not a sales funnel. That is irritating because you're actually not trying to build a relationship with your audience, and they know this, right? You're just trying to get their money, but you're not really trying to build a relationship with your audience, right? And the thing is, that is what you want to focus on, because you want people to buy from you over and over and to refer you to their friends and their family, and they would only do that if they trust you. And in order for them to trust you, they have to have that relationship with you. So just doing this flyer that you all like to do and posting it on social media over and over and over, for the whole week, without sharing any kind of benefits, without asking your audience any questions, without really having conversations with your audience, is not how you are going to set up your business to get daily sales. Guys, you have to be intentional and you have to be purposeful. You have to get out of this fear of talking to your audience and being real with your audience and being authentic with your audience. You have to move past those fears that you are experiencing so that you can build a proper relationship with your audience so that they will buy from you, right? Because a lot of times they're not buying from you. A lot of people don't buy based on price. They buy based on, I have a relationship with this person and I trust this person, and I trust this person because this person has proven to me time and time again that they know exactly what they are saying and what they are doing. They have shown me how their offering can change my life, right? I've seen testimonials, they've done videos, I've done their trainings, I've read their ebooks, I've actually built a relationship. They've answered questions that I may have posted, so I've built a relationship with these people. So with this person. So when they put something out, I'm not going to say, oh my God, they're charging $1,000. I'm like, no, I'm going to pay $1,000 because I know that this person knows what they're talking about, right? And it's not by chance, as opposed to somebody who's putting out the exact same training for me for $50, but I have no relationship with you. I have no guarantee that you know what you're talking about because you've never shown me that you are an expert in this thing. You've never had a conversation with me. I've never seen a testimonial from one of your clients. I've never, you don't engage with me anyway, so I'm not going to pay $50, even though it's less than $1,000. I'm not paying $50 for that. And it's the psychology of selling, right? Because people buy based on emotions, and they build these emotions because of the relationships that you are building with them through the content that you are sharing. Yeah, so Kevin says he does that, he doesn't have a plan. And that's exactly what happens, right? You need to have a plan, you need to have a strategy, you need to have a vision for how your sales are going to develop and how you're going to communicate the benefits of the offering that you have to your audience so it's easier for you to get the sale. And as I said before, right, the sales funnel does not have to be complicated. You can have a 2-step sales funnel, you can have a 3-step or 4-step. Your sales funnel does not have to have 10 steps, right? Because who wants to wait 10 steps until you get money? Nobody, right? But the thing is, what can make a 2-step sales funnel work really, really well is the value. That is the difference, right? A lot of people have 2-step sales funnel, but what makes it so easy for them is because the value that they are sharing with their audience is so dynamic. It's so great. Like the value that they share, they can share an email telling people like, do these 5 things and you would see, you will get money in your account, or do these 5 things and you'll get 100 people signed up onto your Instagram or something. But it must be tried and true things, right? Don't want to scam anybody, people. But but the thing is, it must be something that your audience should be able to see immediately, implement immediately. So by the time you reach out to them with the next piece of valuable content and you offer them something to buy from you, it's going to be easy for them to say yes, because when they took this free thing, they saw the results, they experienced results, their lives actually changed. Right? So your funnel does not have to be complicated. So I could give you examples of funnels. So I would do videos like this, which are free training videos, and I would always talk about my dynamic business strategist Facebook group, which is a free group, and I would tell you about the group. I would always have an influx of people looking to join the group, or people who are in the group adding new people to the group, right? And those people, when they join the group, they are asked to share their email address. So I get them on my email list. Once they're on my email list, they get a thank you, and then they start to receive emails from me with value as well. And obviously, by the second email or the third email, I'm offering them something, because by this time they have been in the group for at least a week, right? And just because I am in my group every day sharing value, sharing tips, sharing tools, doing videos like this, they have built a relationship with me. So when they get that email asking them to sign up for a program or to buy something, it's much easier because I have built a relationship with them. I've given them value. So if you have a webinar training, for example, and people have signed up for the webinar, a free webinar, right? So there's another type of funnel. So let's just say you're having a free webinar, you're telling everybody on your social media about this webinar, you're even running ads about this webinar. And for people to sign up for the webinar, they have to get your they have to submit their email address, right? So they submit their email address before the webinar. You give them a reminder of the day, the time, the link to the webinar, and that kind of thing. They attend the webinar. After the webinar, they get a thank you for attending and maybe a little synopsis of what was discussed in the webinar. And then you give them something to buy, right? Because in the webinar, you would have given them so much valuable information. The messages that they're going to get from you after the webinar in the email is also going to be packed with a lot of valuable information, right? So by the time you start to say to them, you know what, I have this thing that is going to help you, right? Obviously, it's related to the conversation you had in the webinar, right? I have this thing that is going to help you, right? Make your life better, make you save money, make you make money, make you whatever it is, make you feel better, look better, whatever that is. It's easier for them to say yes because you have not just had one contact with them, you have had multiple contacts with them, right? Because remember the rule, we always say, you know, your audience needs to have that interaction with you at least 5 to 7 times before they say yes. So if the webinar was the first well, even the second contact, or they would have gotten an email and that kind of thing, and afterwards you send another email with value, and then you start to ask them about, you know, you offer them this thing to buy, and you start to tell them about the benefits of the thing to buy, and you give them testimonials, and, you know, do another video where you can show them how to use the thing and how it has changed your life or your audience's life. It's going to be easier for you to get the sale. Guys, you have to develop a strategy. You have to get a plan. Too many entrepreneurs are simply getting up every morning and saying, okay, what am I going to post today? What am I going to share today? That is not a plan. That is a recipe for frustration, procrastination, and a zero bank account. And that is not what you want, right? You want a very healthy bank account. You want to create a business where you are getting sales every day and attracting your ideal clients to your funnel every day, right? But that has to happen. That would only happen if you have a strategy, a marketing strategy, and a sales strategy that feeds off of your marketing strategy in place. It does not happen by chance, because what also happens is sometimes you get a fluke, you put out something and you get a lot of sales, but then it goes down, right? So you're living in this feast or famine kind of cycle because you don't really have a funnel for your business. And the thing is that you can create multiple funnels for your business that are running at the same time. So you don't have to do one and then wait for the next one. You can have multiple funnels running at the same time. It's just a matter of how you set up your business. So even when somebody comes and buys a product from you, let's just say you have a brick and mortar business, right? And somebody comes and buys something from you, you want to add into your process first an upsell. So they buy something from you, you decide what you can upsell them, right? And then the next thing you want to do is ask them for their email address. So part of, if they're signing a contract, like if they're buying a phone or whatever, or even as you're giving them the receipt, ask them for their email address so that you can continue the conversation. So with my car wash, for example, every time somebody comes into the car wash and they get a service, when they get a receipt, we take note of their email address. Because why? We send out emails to them once a week, just reminding them about the service, you know, inviting them to come back, letting them know if we have any offers or any specials going on for the week or anything like that. And in that way, and we're also sharing tips with them about how to keep their car clean and what they need to do and what products they should be using and that kind of thing, right? So when they wash their car and they walk away, it's not about or drive away. It's not the end of the relationship, right? It's the beginning of the relationship. Similarly, with our flower shop, when people buy from us, we take note of their email addresses, and we take note of the occasions when they bought it, so that when that occasion comes around again, we can reach out to them in advance and say, listen, I know that last year you bought flowers, you bought Valentine's flowers, and you spent $350. Do you want a repeat of those flowers, or do you want a bigger arrangement? What's your budget this year, whatever, because you want to continue having that relationship, right? And in between, we're sending them information about the offers that we're having and that kind of thing. So you want to create a relationship, and you want to continue to offer value to your audience, right? We're not pelting spaghetti on the wall and hoping it sticks. We are doing this intentionally, guys. It has to be with intention, or else it would not make sense. We want to break through that feast and famine type of lifestyle that we're accustomed to. Many entrepreneurs are accustomed to a feast and famine. So part of the year you make a lot of money, and the next part of the year you're suffering. Or part of the month you have a lot of money, and the next part of the year you're suffering. You want to break out of that, right? And the way to break out of that is to have a strategy that makes sense, and a strategy that you are implementing, right? Because if the truth is, you're not going to see the results of your strategy unless you are actually consistent with the activities that you need to do, right? You can't do it once and expect to make $1 million. You have to be consistent with the activity for you to start to see the results and start to reap the rewards of the information that you're sharing and the work that you're putting out. Yeah, so that is what I want you to remember this week. It's all about your sales strategy.